Hi, hey everybody. I hope you all are doing well. I really do. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in my giveaway. Guys, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram because I like to sneak in the giveaways for the people who are really following the page. So make sure you click everything that you need to click, even here on YouTube, subscribe and so on, so that you won't miss anything. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, and I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was thinking about based on what we were talking about, I said, you know what, let me share with you guys how quarantine has been for me, or what I have been doing during quarantine, right? So I have been home now when I'm filming this, like around between 8 to 9 weeks. Like I even remember like who checking the days anyway. And I have left the house once, literally. And that was because we had to take Hadassah to get her shots, and that was at her pediatrician. So it was by appointment, and there was nobody else there beside the pediatrician, us, and the receptionist. Anything we've had to get out of the house, my husband is the one that does that, and that's the decision we made, especially because the baby is there. And so I've just only interacted really with family for that length of time, right? So if you all have been, following on other social media, you would have seen, for example, some of the things that I've been doing during this quarantine period. So besides the fact that I have been encouraging you guys to, bump up a skincare routine, I have also done that. So I have been doing things that generally I may have put off because it probably takes me a little bit more time to do that kind of thing. I have been including those things in my routine, but that's not what this video is about, because I don't want to talk about skincare and makeup. But you all will have seen that I fell in love with the whole Dalgona coffee trend, and that has been my quarantine drink. But the thing about it is, like, that thing is full of sugar, right? Well, compared to other things, and I don't really have sugar in my diet. Like, we probably use sugar once in a blue moon, maybe if you're actually making a particular dessert or something, which rarely ever happens. In general, I use stevia, right? So of course I love Dalgona, but I couldn't keep having it that way. So your girl has been experimenting with different ways of doing it sugar free. So I have been having my guilty pleasure guiltless and guilt free. So I've been doing that. I have not been eating so much junk. Like, yes, when you're at home, you find like you want to snack more and so on. But I have been trying to have like healthier snacks. So we've been buying a lot of fruits. I've been having nuts, granola, that kind of thing. Shopping online, like anybody else has been shopping online. Things you probably shouldn't be buying, or I don't know. But there have been like some amazing sales. I bought more shoes. Y'all. And I'm real ashamed to show you all like what I bought, because now let me keep that to myself. Let me don't embarrass myself. But literally, I went on a nude brown craze. Not like if I don't have enough nude shoes, right? I bought a couple other little gadgets and stuff, but things that I've been eyeing and been wanting to try. So yes, I did some shopping online. What else I have been doing during quarantine? I have been not getting enough sleep. Like, my whole sleep routine has changed. Well, I mean, after you have a baby, do you ever get back to regular sleep? No, Hadassah has been sleeping through the night for a long time. Since she was like 3 months, I think she's been sleeping through the night once in a while, which she like have moments when she gets up during the night. And that's probably in some rare case where she's probably hungry and she wants a feeding and she goes right back to sleep. But I don't know, like, since I had her, I have never been able to like to sleep fully, because I guess I'm always conscious of her and so on. But besides that, this whole quarantine thing, like, my body clock has been crazy. So I have been going to bed at all kinds of weird hours, but I've also been working a lot of longer hours as well. So generally I have been going to bed like 1, after 1 sometimes, after 12 sometimes. I need to fix that, because from the time we have to get back to like our regular routine, I need to fix that, because I have to get up like very early to prepare in order to get to work, like that 2-hour traffic drama. Yeah. But who else, like, what else have I done during quarantine? I have gone down the rabbit's hole of TikTok. Now, I created a profile on TikTok, but I've not really been posting videos or anything like that. But TikTok has been like a 10-minute detox. It is hilarious, like, especially if you find a couple of people that you want to follow. I am not, listen, it is going to be very easy to become addicted to TikTok and to watch TikTok for hours and hours and hours. I could see that happening to people. If you don't have control, like, don't go there. But seriously, it has been like a real little stress relief for me. So I watch some videos like 15 minutes, 10, 20 minutes, just depending, sometimes maybe when I'm having lunch or something like that. And I just laugh my heart out, and it's just a really, really nice stress relief, right? What else have I been doing during the quarantine is I have been bumping up on the things that feed my soul and my spirit. So of course, bumping up the inspiration, that the things that really help to build me up. But I have been involved in a program, a 16-week program, that really strengthens your values and your leadership capability and so on. And it has been so transforming and amazing for me. Like, I feel like I'm going back out when I'm interacting with people, or just in life in general from now, things that I could implement. I feel like I am definitely a stronger and a better person because of it. So I'm so glad that I've been able to do that. It's still ongoing, actually. I'm kind of midway through it, but yeah. And what else have I been doing in quarantine? And this is really what I wanted to talk to you all about. I have been working and working like crazy. So my job did not change. I am working as per usual. I'm just working from home. So for a lot of people, that has been a challenge, right? Because perhaps you are accustomed to working in teams in an office environment, or so, where you are around people and seeing people all the time, and you have your coworker and your colleague there. Now you're probably stuck at home. You feel like just these four walls, probably spouse, probably children, other family members, or maybe you have nobody around because you live alone. You're probably not married and so on. And that is like a whole next ball game about this whole quarantine thing. But I just wanted to share with you guys a few tips of what I've been doing, because I have been doing like really, really well. And it's a conversation I was having with my cousin, and she was saying that, Sheri, you do the home office thing like really, really good, because she says she doesn't know anybody else as disciplined as I am. And I never really thought about it in that sense, because while I don't do home office all the time, I have done home office before, whether it is 1 day per week or a couple days per week. So I don't know if I'm kind of already accustomed. And then I keep saying that maternity leave kind of also prepared me like for being at home and not being, outside. So my mindset and everything has been really good. But a couple of things, in case you are struggling with the whole work from home, a couple of things that I do that I don't know if might be helpful to you. So one of those things is that I keep a specific area of the house for my workspace. So it's really easy, if you're going to be using your laptop and your phone, whatever, to work, to jump on your bed or jump on the couch or sit at the kitchen table or something and keep moving around to try to make yourself comfortable. That I don't do that at all. I have one specific space that I sit at. I put a desk there and a chair there, and I have my laptop there and everything that I need to work. And that's the space where I work. I don't move that space to any other place of the house, so that I can have a different, a different type of environment, a different feel when I go to another, space in the house. And therefore I keep it confined to that area. This is my workspace. Another thing that I do is, and this is because my sister encouraged it, like I try to take periodical walks. So some days I do better at this than others, because I am a workaholic. Like when I sit to work, I will literally work 12, 14, 16 hours. It's very easy for me to do that and just like eat. If I have to go to the bathroom, I go to the bathroom, kind of thing. But just to have those little breaks in between, take periodical walks. And when I talk about that, that means either just walking in the house, getting up from my desk, going to the kitchen, just going to the bedroom, going to the living room, or literally taking a walk outside. And that's the next thing. Getting fresh air is so, so important. So either just opening up the windows or going outside. Like I will usually take a walk outside, even if it's just 5-10 minutes, taking some fresh air. And that just does like a little bit of a reset for me. Something else that it's really important if you're working from home is to make sure you drink enough water. That was something that I struggled with a lot. Like for a lot of the times when I was working from home, I realized that I was not drinking as much water. I don't know why. It's not that the place is not hot and so on, but I would drink my coffee and so on, but I literally had to keep reminding myself, Sheri, get up and go drink water, get up and go drink water. So whatever you need to do, whether it is you need to get one of those mugs that has the markers, whether it is you need to put reminders on your phone, and so on. Because besides that, in Trinidad, we are faced with not just like very high temperatures, but a lot of the Sahara dust continues to bother us. So our skin and so on keeps getting dry because of all that. So the hydration and the drinking water is important for many reasons. Another tip that I have is to create a schedule and try to stick to it as much as possible. Now, I know if you have children at home and so on, yeah, it's kind of difficult because your children will do things out of the schedule that you've created. We know that. But as much as possible, create a schedule and stick to it. So my regular work day should be from 8 to 4. I don't ever work from 8 to 4. I sometimes work before that, finish after that. I sometimes start a little bit later than that. But in generally, I will be sitting at my desk to start work by 9. So I did what I needed to do, take a shower, had my coffee, see about Hadassah, all of that. And I'm sitting by my desk and I have a schedule of what I need to do and accomplish that. I can't just decide that, oh gosh, I'm not feeling to work today now, and then just go and do something else, whatever. No, that will totally throw me off. So one of the things that really keeps me in check is sticking to a schedule. I will schedule as well my off times. I know some of my friends and family members will be rolling their eyes at that, like, what off time, Sheri? But I will schedule periods in between there for me to just take a little break or something, but that's going to be really important. The other thing that has been really helpful and might be helpful if you are working at home during quarantine is using video communication if possible. Now, you might be saying, but Sheri, I kind of glad that I don't have to get dressed and I don't have to, like, be doing all these things, putting on makeup, whatever. You want me to have video communication? Yes, it's helpful. I'll tell you why. Remember, like me especially, that I'm not really interacting with the outside world. So using this means, especially like to communicate with my coworkers and so on, where possible. I mean, you're not going to do it all the time, but where possible has been helpful. Sometimes with my friends, I'm having a conversation with them via Zoom or WhatsApp video, whatever. I do the same thing with my coworkers once in a while. It kind of helps just with the whole human interaction, human connection thing. Yeah, try that. That might be helpful to you. So that's one of the things that I do. And one of the last things I'll leave with you in terms of one of my tips for working at home, especially during quarantine, is have an attitude of gratitude. And that might sound like so cliche, but you have no idea how important that is. Like literally every morning, besides the fact that I pray and I read my Bible and I have my worship and so on, I am just grateful. And that's something that my mother always tells us: be grateful that you have a job, be grateful that you're still working. That is not the case for everybody. Even if you've been home for a while and you have a job to go back to, be grateful for that. But even if you don't have a job right now and you're out of work, be grateful for the fact that you have life. Be grateful that you have your family. Be grateful that you still have loved ones around. Be grateful that you have your friends. Be grateful that you have food on your table and clothes on your back. Like, totally the perspective that you have is going to literally have an effect on your life and what happens and how you approach the decisions that you make and just your overall, aura and all of that. Like, seriously, just having that attitude of gratitude has really helped me. And like I keep saying, I feel like I'm in a good place. I know not everybody is experiencing that, but I just wanted to give you some tips, especially if you're working from home and it's really depressing and it's going on and on and on. These are just some of the things that I do that has been helping me. And I'll see you guys in another video. Comment below, like, how have you been doing, or what tips you have, like what has helped you to cope, because some of us have been coping. We figured it out along the way. We may not necessarily have known what to do from day one, but we figured it out. Like, comment below what do you do, and share it with me. I want to hear, because perhaps it might be something that I could also implement in my life. And guys, do you think we're going to go back, or this might be the new normal? I mean, things will change a little bit, but life is changing, and life has changed. So there are some things that we are going to have to adjust. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care. Bye.